Hello everyone and welcome to Chapter 5 of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Let's jump in and get our recap. Our story so far. After witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chalmers warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. Talk to Matthew? Okay, Matthew in here? There's Matthew. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir, Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew! Yes, madam, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir, the lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see. At this time of day, I'd imagine she's out walking around by the general store. Please do me a favor and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly, I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed, we also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke, let's go find the old girl. Off we go then. The general store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. There she is. Oh, goodness me. If it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned that you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens me! You want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? Alright, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. You'd never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents' worth of affection. So where is Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where the girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden? Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a hunch that the grave might hold a clue we've been looking for. Okay. Oh. There's Matthew. I wonder if Matthew knows anything. Oh look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir? I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I've tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madam's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Okay, we're going upstairs. And it's that way. Nope. That way. The desk. Nice. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by my dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You're my first, my last, and my only. Changed its memory? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village will look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor, Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? Haha, it's like I always say, Luke. Only good investigation starts on the stream. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. What? I mean, of course, you're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Wow. Like, let's see if they have anything to say. Would you please let me know of any eligible bachelorettes you might meet in your travels? I'd like to be left alone for a little while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts. You needn't worry, I assure you I will find Simon's killer myself. For now, just let me do my job and go back to your search for that golden apple. Okay. Hey, Ingrid's here. Oh, look who it is. Professor Layton, was it? The name's Layton, madam. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems like you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could you be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging about the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I've heard all sorts of scary I've heard it's all sorts of scary. We should stay away. Yep. If you really want to understand Saint Mystere, you'll need to search a village thoroughly. Good luck, fellas. You'll need it. Let's check on the car. Not even the Layton mobile could make it across the river, huh? But of course, much as I adore the contraption, it is just a car after all. I got a hint coin. You know what I just realized? There was a guy this way and I didn't go and talk to him. Mako. Yeah, Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell ya. Yep, yep. Let's see if she's got a puzzle for me now. Tee-hee-hee, who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? Yeah, that would be cool. 77. Okay, 2 corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Company A will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raised yearly. Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is a bit of a trick question. Let's tap. Okay, so let's do like a couple of years worth, right? Okay, so A would get 100,000 the first year, 120 the second year, 140 the third year. Right, so that would be 360,000 for 3 years. B here would get 50, then 55, so 105. The first year, and then 60, and then 65 for the second year. It's 125, and then 70 and 75 the third year, so that's 145, and that would be totaling 375,000.
think I've got it.
Yay!
Professor, I've solved it.
Next one, as seen in the image above, if you actually calculate things out, you'll see that the salary for Company B will always be 5,000 higher than the corresponding salary at Company A. Oh, you did it. Okay, I guess I should give you some sort of info as a reward. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. And you've been helping her all along. Don't you feel so dumb? Houseplant. Where should we send that? I kind of think maybe Layton? Okay. Willy! I don't know why that little duck comes out every now and then. Okay. Oh, this time I've really had it. I thought of this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. At 76. You have at your disposal a large number of tiles like the one shown below. If you were able to take these tiles and try to make a square, what is the fewest number of tiles you'd need? Okay, yeah, because this is different sizes. Okay, so we'll need to find sorry, I'm trying to do math and trying to explain it at the same time. It's not working. And take a drink. Okay, why does it have the thickness of the tiles? Okay, so we're trying to make a square. This is weird. I've got an answer in my head that I think could work, but I can't figure out how I got there. I just think, hey, that's a number and it might work, and I don't know. Okay, if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, then
That should do it.
we'll try again.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Okay. Great work. The key to the problem is realizing that the tiles have depth to them. Once you understand that you have a third dimension to work with, the rest should just fall into place for you. Oh, come on. I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. But no, you had to go and run it by answering before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a jerk? Well, I just realized, when we were looking for someone... Close friends of the Baron? It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Zapone, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Hahaha. No, I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold? No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was that one possibility. No, wait, never mind, I'm not sure. I guess the point can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystere. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Okay, we forgot to check. Oh. Well, wrong door, but let's talk to Rodney while we're here anyway. Since you've come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow town procedure and solve this puzzle. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? Okay, well... yeah, top line does make sense. 8 minus 6 is 2. But 8 plus 6 is 14. Right. Okay. 7 plus 6 is 1. Because it's a clock. That was an easy one.
Is the key to success.
You are correct. This puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from 8 AM, the time becomes 2 AM. Move forward 6 hours from 8 AM and the time will become 2 PM. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 AM, you should arrive at the answer 1 PM. You can, of course, reverse AM and PM and still find the solution. Thank you, that will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. I got a hint coin. We didn't see if that cook had any puzzles for us today. Good day, fellows. Did you ever track down Ramon? Indeed we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're already here, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my, where did I put that measuring cup? Is something matter? I have 16 quarts of water that I want to divide into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. Problem is, my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I could use these 7 and 9 quart pitchers to divide things up? Another one of these. You have one 16 quart pitcher full of water. One empty 9 quart pitcher and one empty 7 quart pitcher. Using nothing but these 3 pitchers, can you divide the water evenly so that the 16 and 9 quart pitchers are holding exactly 8 quarts of water? Okay. That one goes in there. And then that one in there. And that one in there. That in there. In there. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going here and there and okay, I kind of feel like I'm almost there. Okay, we went to 8s, right? So, like that.
That should do it.
Correct.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Wonderful. If you shift the water back and forth long enough, you'll eventually end up with 8 gallons in each pitcher. The shortest possible solution requires 15 moves. Ah, genius. Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. Ah, I meant to mention this earlier. I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in that tower. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything good about that tower. Make sure you keep clear of it, okay? Let's give that to Layton. Am I glad to see you, Professor? I seems to have got myself into another jam. I know you're busy and all, but I just can't find the answer to this puzzle. Could you give me a hand with it? Apples to oranges. Okay, some careless deliveryman loaded 2 shipments of fruit into the wrong warehouses. As you can see in the picture below, the oranges are currently in the apple warehouse and vice versa. Can you correct the mistake and put all the fruit in its proper place? Okay, Mm. Um... Uh... Yeah, it's still proven to be a problem, isn't it? No, let's go like that, and like that, and like that. Actually, let's leave you like there, and yeah, that is proven to be a problem. Okay. Like that, like that, like that. At least it's one of those types that it doesn't matter how many moves I do, it's still gonna give it to me in the end.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Great job. Fresh fruit for all. So that's how it's done. Thanks again, Professor. Ooh, another paint and scrap. Okay, do you have a puzzle? Hey, you two. You guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game? Too many queens, 1. Okay. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. See if you can place 4 queens on this 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Okay, that should do it.
There we go.
Correct.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Nicely played. Chess queen problems like this one have been around for over a century. This is a relatively simple variation of this type of puzzle. Consider it an introduction to the genre. Very nice. You two are no amateurs, I see. Don't worry, next time I'll have an even harder puzzle for you. Let's give that to Layton. Oh, I wasn't finished in there. I was looking for, I was looking for... Okay. Back for another match, eh? I just knew that you two were a bunch of chess fanatics. Nevertheless, the next one won't be easy even for a pair of chess fiends like you. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. See if you can place 5 queens on this 5x5 chessboard. There's a catch though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Let's start there. Then I'm thinking like there and like there and like there and there. Okay, that is looking correct to me.
There we go. Every
Correct.
puzzle has an answer.
Very nice. This one was a bit tougher than the 4x4 version, wasn't it? There's more than one answer to this puzzle, so if you really want a challenge, search for alternate solutions. Wowzers, looks like I'm gonna have to think up a harder puzzle if I want to stump you. I can't wait for you two to see my next puzzle. Nice! Puzzle scrap. Hehe, it's about time you two showed up, so are you ready for a little chess? Oh. Okay. Okay, in chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. Let's try something a little different this time. See if you can arrange 3 queens on this 5x5 chessboard so that no more pieces can be placed on the board. Make sure you place the pieces so that no queen blocks another line of movement. Oh, this one is harder, isn't it? I want to put that one there. About like there. And
There we go.
oh, that did work.
Critical
Like,
thinking
I
is the
thought
key
it worked,
to success.
and then when it went on red and stuff, I'm like, maybe I got it wrong. Good job. Some people probably stumbled across the answer to this one while they were working through the 5x5 chess problem. Yep, that's the answer, all right. But just wait for the gem I'll have ready for you next time. It's going to be so hard, it will knock your socks off. Let's give that to Layton. Okay, you two, we've had some good times together, but this is the last puzzle I've got for you. But don't be sad, because I'm about to drop a beast of a puzzle upon you. I guarantee you won't be able to guess your way out of this one. So, are you ready? In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. You have 3 queens positioned in an 8x8 chessboard. Place the remaining 5 queens on the board so that no piece blocks another line of movement. This is a tough one. Kind of feel like one can go right there. And then like I don't know. I just kind of want to put them out and then be like, hey, like that works, but that doesn't. Wait, this is working. Oh, it really is.
That should do it.
Okay,
Another puzzle solved.
I was just like placing them all out and then was going to adjust them, but they worked. You got it. Since the 3 queens were already in place before you began, there's only one possible solution for this problem. What's that? You think it'd be more interesting if you had to place all 8 queens by yourself? Check and mate. You've done it. I knew you two were chess masters under it all. I was sure from our very first match. Ooh. Let's just get out of here. I was looking for a hint coin in there. Think the park's closed now? Probably. It still looks shut. Just when will this place open? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Oh, I got a hint coin. We should really be, like actually making our way, further instead of, exploring. Good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's about a girl who's about to have her birthday. Okay. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turn 22. But I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. So, what? Oh, right, yep. Okay, so, last year 19, this year, no. That still doesn't make sense to me. Okay, this does not make any sense to me, but, I'm thinking, that makes sense. I don't know.
Look, here's my answer.
Oh, look at that.
Another puzzle solved.
Okay, so last year on New Year's Day, 19, last year 20, last year New Year's Eve 20, this year New Year's Day 20, next day 21. That's right, her birthday is January 2nd, and your conversation with her must have taken place on December 31st. As you can see on the chart above, or to the side. The woman was 19 on New Year's Day last year, and she turned 20 the next day. This year she turned 21, and in 2 days after the New Year she'll turn 22. Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victims super gross food before it pounces. I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and mayonnaise swirl. Ew. Or maybe he just picks the weakest of the bunch to snatch. I just don't get why he needs all those people. The cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed that the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. Of course, if it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? Where's E? According to the diagram shown here, A, 2, B, 3, C, 3, D, 4. Okay, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yep, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to go with that answer though? Sure, why not? It makes sense to me.
Luke, here's my answer.
Correct.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Well done. The number assigned to each letter refers to the number of sections that are touching the labeled section. Gosh, I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was still too easy, I guess. Nice, I found a hint coin. Hey, mister, it's good to see you again. See, I'm totally stuck here and I could really use your help. My friend told me this puzzle the other day and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? The chocolate code. Oh. Okay. On Valentine's Day, your gadget-loving, technophile girlfriend gave you the most unusual slab of chocolate, while the jumble of letters looks like nonsense. If you manage to decode the letters written on the chocolate, a message from your sweetheart will appear. What is she trying to tell you? They're like really unusual, work. I mean, it could work.
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay,
Critical
correct.
thinking is the key to success.
Excellent. Your girlfriend's message is text me. The bites taken out of the chocolate show you how each letter written on the chocolate relates to the letters on a keyboard. Oh, is that all you had to do to figure it out? Why didn't I think of that? Can you keep a secret? Don't tell Adria you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister. Okay, let's keep heading on our way. Okay, Gerard. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, Sonny, much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound rips through St. Mystia, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who have been talking about feeling tired. But those who disappear are back before you know it. It's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Ramon? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? Professor, there's something on the ground here. You're right, it appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy, and he has given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. That sounds like a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation just like the boss asked me to. I get a smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Okay, there it is. Yeah, Professor, did you find out what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle, and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Chocolate puzzle. You have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares. And you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping these rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you'll need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yay! I did it.
Another puzzle solved.
That's right. If you follow the rules set out in the puzzle, then it doesn't really matter how you break up the chocolate. The number of segments you have increases by 1 each time you break a chunk off the sheet. You start with 1 segment of chocolate, so 29 breaks later you should have 30 segments. Now it makes sense. Okay, now about that hot info I promised. If you want to experience the best dining in St. Mystia, you've got to check out Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is YUMMY. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it for yourself. Let's give that to Luke. I think we're done at that point. Hey, I got a hint coin. Okay, let's head round to the market. You there? Yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yep, you. This flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Oh, that's pretty. I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a vase space case, haha. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. What? That fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? What did this man look like? Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me. It's the worst, I tell you. Haha. But back to the issue at hand. Mystery Man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it though, I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'll like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase. A shattered vase. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it. Fix the pieces together and restore the vase with its original shape. There's one catch though. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from another vase. There we go.
Luke, here's my answer. Every
Correct.
puzzle has an answer.
Good job. Repairing the vase wasn't much of a challenge, was it? If only fixing things in real life was this simple. You got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, these are some links you don't want to be missing, haha. No thank you, we're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. I couldn't agree more, Professor. Oh, yay! Oh, a customer. Welcome, welcome. I have some great deals on sausage today, and my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate. Haha. I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Ah, and here I was thinking I was going to reel in a big sale. You got a hungry look about you, you know. Well, if I can't interest you with any of my family products, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? Sausage thief. Okay, somebody ate the butcher's sausages. Here's what the four boys have to say. B ate the sausages. D ate them all up. I didn't eat them. No way. B's totally lying. Only one of these rascals is telling the truth, and all the others are, needless to say, lying. Can you figure out who ate the sausages? Okay, well, it can't be A because, like, no one's even mentioned A. It can't be D, because if B was correct, then D would be lying. I don't know what I said there. I think it was C.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Yay. C ate the sausages, and the only person telling the truth here is D. If you assume A to be a culprit, both C and D statement must be correct. Choose B, and the other three boys' statements must be true. If you make D out to be the criminal, then what both B and C must be saying, are saying must be true. None of these possibilities fit the conditions set forth in the puzzle. Hey, you're pretty good at this. A bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll throw in some gossip I heard. Word is that somebody lives in that dark, grimy tower. You'd have to be one odd duck to want to live in an old, moldy wreck of a place. that to Layton because we gave him the flowers earlier. Ooh, what's that paper? What kind of flout just throws trash on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think that everyone would know that trash goes in the trash. Wait a second, you have to come and take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Ha ha ha, look at that. Chelmy hailed as a brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. Wow, who saw that one coming? He's so gruff that I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at the old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reinhold Manor. That's right, Luke, he did say that. How very curious. So, is it true what I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really running about town in search of the Reinhold fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Excuse me. My name is Archibald Gus. I mean, the Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I am the one you are searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching, we should bump into you into a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some sort of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to have a look at it, we'd be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourself looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I have your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head on over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right to it. There's nothing in there. Let's look someplace else. There's a note. It seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. Oh, look at that. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call from you from the innkeeper Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodges and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, Luke. Oh, we're down here? I was hoping I'd end up in the market still. I don't remember seeing her there before. Well, if it isn't you two again. Alright, if you want your fortunes told, solve this puzzle for me. A broken window. 4 kids were playing, and one of them threw a ball right through your window. Here's what they have to say for themselves. Okay. A, not me, I didn't break a thing. B, okay, I'll tell the truth, it was me, I broke it. C, don't be mad at A, he didn't do anything. D, B didn't break the glass, I swear. Now you know for a fact that the scamp who broke your window is lying. However, an unknown number of the other children may be lying as well. Can you figure out which one of these darn kids broke your window? C is like really defensive about A. Okay, let's see about A.
There we go.
Correct.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Good job. B and C were also lying about what happened, even though they themselves didn't break the glass. Make sure you give those two a good scolding as well. There's going to be a doozy of a rainstorm tomorrow. Hang your wash inside if you want it to dry. It seems that destiny has decided that I show you this puzzle. Will you triumph or will you, the gaping maw of fate, swallow you whole? The wire cube. You want to create a cube out of metal wiring using the fewest number of wires possible. You can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no portion of the cube can have more than one length of wire running over the same edge. Don't worry about how one wire will connect to the next because you'll use a soldering iron later on. What is the fewest number of wires required to complete the task? Okay, so if we did like the like 3 of the top, 3 of the bottom, 3 of okay. The answer is 4.
There we go.
Yay!
Every puzzle has an answer.
That top right one was what I was thinking of in my head. You need 4 ways to make the cube, 3 straight lines that make up each of the cube's 8 corners. At least one wire must terminate at each corner. Since there are no right corners, you'll need 8 wire ends to form things properly. Each wire has 2 ends, so the total number of wires needed is 4. Goodness, I can't believe you solved it. It was meant to be. I tell you what, since you went and solved my puzzle, I'll read your palm. Give me a hand now. It seems that calamity follows you wherever you go. Try your best to stay out of harm's way. Let's give that to Luke. Okay, I kind of feel like we should just head back to the inn and see what Beatrice needs. Welcome back, Professor. I've been so looking forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wished to discuss with me? Oh my, yes, listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all these things. I would like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Would you mind if I looked around the man's room? Of course. Please do. Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in. Ooh, yuck. What an absolute pigsty. The whole place stinks of smoke and there's trash everywhere. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well, he had a sharp mustache and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here. That was obvious. A mustache reeks of smoke. Oh, do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Chelmy? Inspector Chelmy? Isn't he the self-important windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here just looks so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask you this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? Be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief? Honestly, how are we ever going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy, there's a place in St. Mystere that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. But suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows that the people of St. Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course, we need to investigate that tower. The tower marks the far northern border of St. Mystere. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. Oh, and that is the end of that. Okay, so if you made it this far and enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. feel free to leave a comment, as I do read each and every single one. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!